Welcome back to Discover Springfield, where we help train frontline workers on creating incredible customer experiences and educate residents on improving the quality of everyday life. Springfield is the third largest city in the state of Missouri. People come to work, live, visit, and play in our community. And those of us that live here have a great sense of pride in who we are and what we're all about. Our city represents a mix of generations, cultures, backgrounds, and people who enjoy the freedom to enjoy all of life's simple pleasures. Hi, I'm Tammy, and I work at Missouri State University. Our Division of Diversity and Inclusion at MSU is working with the Convention and Visitors Bureau to bring you today's class. We will learn how America's diverse populations are changing, the new rules of engagement, and how to apply these new rules in everyday situations. So let's get started with two definitions. Diversity is a mosaic of people from a variety of backgrounds, cultures, abilities, or characteristics such as religious beliefs, socioeconomic background, geography, and education. Inclusion is about learning to live, work, and play together. It is the basis for respect, equal opportunity, and common ground for each and every one of us. Well, America is changing, and those changes bring new ideas and different ways of thinking and living. Change and growth are good, and these changes present opportunities to engage and relate to each other. We want to meet the unique needs of the communities that make up the Springfield metropolitan area and the expectations of visitors that stay in our hotels, eat in our restaurants, enjoy our attractions, and those who come to town for a meeting, convention, or sporting event. Springfield needs to be the destination that consistently delivers such incredibly positive experiences that people can't help but come back again and again. Okay, so what do you need to know? According to the U.S. Census, between 2000 and 2010, there was an 82.6% increase in the Hispanic and Latino population, 58.8% increase in the Asian American population, and a 12.5% increase in the Black and African American population. This represents a nearly 20% change in minority residents from 2000 to 2010. But at the same time, the latest census figures tell us that Springfield and Greene County are not as diverse as many other metropolitan areas. Springfield leaders have committed to improving our community's diversity, and while many strides have been made, there's still work to do. The bottom line, valuing diversity in our community is essential to our future progress and growth. Citizens thrive in healthy environments, free of the negativity of discrimination, where inclusion and respect for diversity is the daily norm. You play a huge role in increasing diversity by the simple act of making sure that all guests to our city feel welcome. People first visit a community before they move here, and we can be an integral part in welcoming new visitors and prospective residents. Now imagine the multitude of visitors from around the country and the world that come to visit Springfield, the birthplace of Route 66, throughout the year. We want to understand why and how to respond in the most respectful and dignified manner. Here are some very important but simple rules of engagement that can help. Never assume anything. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask if you have questions about a situation. Ask if you think someone needs help. Realize that there are many ways to achieve the same goal. Not everyone does the same thing in the same way we do. Get in the know. Recognize that knowledge is power. Get out of your comfort zone, become more knowledgeable, consider learning a new language, tasting a food from another country, and explore the various rhythms of the world through music. Acknowledge that we all have biases, know them, and know how to control them. And be the example. Lead with kindness and professionalism. Let's walk through a scenario to see how this works. What if you are a concierge in a hotel? You have guests from around the world interested in experiencing some of Springfield's great restaurants representing a variety of cuisines. A guest with an Asian accent asks for dinner recommendations. Are you going to send them to the best Chinese restaurant in Springfield? What do you know? First, an Asian accent doesn't mean someone can't speak English, and there are a number of Americans who are bilingual. Don't assume they are looking for a restaurant that serves their type of food. Ask them what kind of food they are looking for and be prepared to offer suggestions. And once you have met that immediate need, be dynamic and showcase opportunities that explore our rich cultural attractions. Microaggressions are subtle but offensive comments or actions directed at a minority or other non-dominant group that is often unintentional or that unconsciously reinforces a stereotype. Unfortunately, microaggressions are a fact of life for historically excluded groups. But most offenders are not overt racists deliberately out to cause harm. They're normal people acting on an unconscious bias. A bias is an inflexible, positive or negative, an often unconscious belief about a particular category of people. As a hospitality provider, you can be the gateway to a great experience, or you can be the reason that a guest never wants to return to our wonderful city. They may or not remember what you said, but they will always remember how you made them feel. Who do you want to be? Know that it's not always what you say that offends, but it's often how you say it. Also, watch your nonverbal messages. Be courteous, be prepared, be the example. We must realize that we bear a great responsibility as Springfieldians, hospitality ambassadors and U.S. citizens, for how people around the country and the world view us and our city. We can make a great and lasting first impression if we keep our rules of engagement in the back of our minds when we engage each other and our visitors. We will have the opportunity to make all of our guests feel welcome to the community. To learn more about diversity and inclusion initiatives in the tourism and hospitality industry, check out any of the great resources listed here in a second. Now, take the short exam and move on to our next class at Discover Springfield.